Welcome, beautiful people. And boy, have we got some barn burners this week. But I think the coolest one is going to be move over Micheal Avenatti because Daddy is coming home from the anti-Trumpers and the corrupt left and the corrupt FBI. I've taken a little bit of heat for going after the FBI, and I make no apologies about it because they are absolutely corrupt. From the top down, certainly, and there's certainly a good handful of rank and file in there that fit the bill for corruption as well. Um, let's back up a little bit. Remember when Stormy Daniels was a big thing, and she was going to be the left's heavy artillery to take out Trump, and this was just such a sure thing. And her attorney, who became quite well acquainted with the media and became their darling, Mr. Micheal Avenatti. At one point in time, he was even considered a possible presidential candidate, as the story went. So, Mr. Avenatti, turns out that karma came around and bit him right in the haunches, as some of his lawsuits and nonsense was going on. He's essentially extorting money from people, and that's how he and Stormy Daniels came into acquaintance. Is she's obviously good at getting money from people, maybe not necessarily through extortion, but Micheal Avenatti is sitting where he belongs, in federal prison for extortion. Anyway, fast forward. We're going to talk about a individual by the name of Charlie McGonigal, 54 years old. Back up just a little bit before we get to this story. He was one of the FBI's senior agents in charge of going after the Donald Trump PP hoax scandal that was a bought and paid for dossier by the Clintons to make it look like he was going over to Russia doing his filthy filthies, and apparently this dossier was going to take him down. And it's funny how all this stuff came out, because when you really sit and wonder, how did they come up with the absurdness of the Russia dossier? I'm pretty sure they were just reading Hunter Biden's journals. They were watching some of his videos that he had on his laptop, because I mean it's a chapter right out of that. But anyway, I digress. The Charlie McGonigal. Fast forward to today. This is a story from the New York Post. The former FBI official busted Monday for allegedly taking illegal foreign payments played a key role in the Bureau's controversial Russiagate probe of former President Donald Trump, and a defensive briefing of ex-rival Hillary Clinton lawyers. So Mr. McGonigal was apparently hooked up in a way to one, if not two, possibly more. If it turns out to be like the classified documents at the Biden's house, it'll certainly be a lot more than two. He was tied up with some Russian oligarchs, and because there are sanctions with Russia right now, he was essentially using his position of authority and knowledge to help these oligarchs circumvent the system of these sanctions, and was being paid handsomely. The best part of this story, with, as you can see, here's our doofus here, our corrupt FBI agent. The best part of this story is it was a woman scorned. Apparently, one of his soon-to-be ex-lovers uh, blew the whistle on him, and that's where the charges came from. Is she basically told him the whole thing. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. They're going to continue to monitor some of these other stories going on. I haven't had a whole lot of time to work some of this stuff in. I'm going to continue to try to do a little bit more than we've been doing, but now you're up to date, at least with a scoundrel from the FBI. And to that, I say good day.